All right, so I'm on my way to work, man. And I didn't get a chance to put out a video about the Lomachenko and Walters fight. I don't get a chance to do them all, man, because sometimes I'm busy. I was at work last night. Got home just in time, to kind of check it out and everything. And, good fight, man. I picked Lomachenko to win before the fight. Guy's a hard puncher, all around boxer, tactician. He knows how to pick his shots, knows how to move. He's fairly quick. Like I said, he's good on his toes. He mixes up his attack and he presses the action, man. So I knew Walters coming in was going to be overmatched in this fight. I've seen him fight before. Nothing spectacular. The guy can punch for sure. He has a heavy hand, but I just knew he was overmatched in this fight because the speed is a bit too much for him. On top of that, like I said, Loma, that guy hits, he hits hard, man. He hits hard. He picks his shots well. And he picked Walters apart, man. Quitting in the fight, I'm not opposed to a guy quitting. I'm not opposed to that, but what I will say is, the fans, they pay a significant amount of money, to see you fight, especially if they go in person. In most cases, they spend money, and it's not even about the money. It's just about, time well spent. It takes time to get there. You got to take time out to order the seats and figure out where you really want to sit and see these guys. And the closer you sit, depending on where the fight takes place, it's going to be that much more expensive. And you got guys in there that's just willing to just quit. You're not going to battle it out. You're not going to bounce back like a champion. These guys, they get in the pressers, before the fight. And they'll say what they're going to do and, how they're going to bring the fight to this guy. All of this stuff, all of this talking. And then when the fight happens, and the guy catches you with some good shots, these guys want to sit down on the stool. They want to throw the towel in. Give the other fighter some credit sometimes. You know what I mean? And let the guy go out like the champ that he is. You're not giving him credit by not allowing him to finish. In some cases, you can tell right away that a guy is pretty much finished. He's taking shots. He can't defend himself. He's not coherent. His legs look like noodles. He's on his way out. Spare that guy the attack, like Manny Pacquiao did for so many fighters. Sparing these guys, not pressing the attack anymore after he knows that he has his opponent finished. But when you're coherent, he caught you with some good shots or what have you, but we've seen the top guys take shots and bounce back, and if you're going to be one of the top guys in the sport, then you got to learn how to do just that. You got to be conditioned enough to be able to endure and get back in the fight, But, maybe he knew something that we didn't. Maybe he was hit somewhere where he felt like he really wasn't gonna be able to continue. One of those shots did more damage than the other one, and he just didn't want to go out on his back. In most cases, that's what it's about anyway. Just not going out on your back. You rather go out on your feet, and look like a sucker quitting than to go out on your back like you really were supposed to in most cases. But it is what it is, man. Other than that, you got to give Loma some credit. The guy's a tough competitor. He brings the fight every time he's in that ring, and he never disappoints. He never disappoints. So for the fans out there that watched the fight, that enjoyed it for what it was, much credit to you guys for sticking it out with Loma and knowing who he is and what he can bring to the sport. So much more for this guy in the future. There's so much more. And I hope he continues to dominate his division and maybe even possibly, move on up, man, and start dominating these guys in the next division. So much credit to him, much credit to his team, and, for boxing, you know what I mean? Because now we get a chance to see what this guy is truly, truly made of moving forward and fighting the top opposition in the sport. But anyway, man, I'm out. Like I said, I'm on my way to work. Sorry I couldn't really look into the camera like I wanted to and talk. I'm doing this while I'm driving. So anyway, man, let me know what you guys think, man, and what you wanted to see and what you missed and all of that good stuff. If I missed anything with this fight, let me know. And also, you guys like what I'm doing, man, go ahead and subscribe, man. Don't be afraid to subscribe. The more subscribers, the more work I'll do, the more time and effort that I'll put into these videos in lending my opinion, man. In most cases, that's just what it is. It's a fan of the game, since the 80s, man. I've been watching this stuff. It's a fan, reporting to the fans. Some of you guys see it, some of you guys don't, and it's up to us as a community, man, to look out for each other and cover the sport, man. Cover all of the loopholes and all of the weird transactions in the sport. Things that are happening, things that are not happening, because we don't truly have a boxing media. We don't have what the NBA has or what the NFL has. So we got to do it ourselves. And this is what this is about. I'm not a reporter, man. I'm not out there, like Dante and Ego and the rest of these guys, Fight Hype and all of that. I'm not out there with a camera, with a media pass and asking questions. These guys are good at what they do. I respect what they do. I agree and disagree with some of the things they say. But anyway, man, I'm at 8 minutes. I try to stay true to that. I haven't been lately, but I'm out, man. Peace.